absolutely love about games, especially cozy games, are the underlying lessons that we can take away from the journey the protagonist goes on. One game I did not expect to impact me so much was the story of Terra Wylde. And just a heads up, there will be heavy spoilers for Wylde Flowers. Wylde Flowers is a magical farming life sim where you play as Terra, who is a witch in training. She moves to Fairhaven to help out her grandmother Hazel with her farm. Hazel's getting up there in age, but her mind is as sharp as ever, and she mentors Terra in the ways of farm life. Terra acclimates to Fairhaven by meeting all the residents, running errands, and learning her way around town. Not everything, though, is as it seems in Fairhaven, as Terra notices a strange group of masked individuals in the forest. Upon further investigation, Terra discovers her grandmother among this weird group of individuals, and naturally has follow-up questions. Hazel reveals that she is a witch. You know, magic, flying, brooms, and potions, that kind of witch. And the masked group that Terra saw in the woods was her coven, and Hazel continued to reveal that Terra is also a witch herself. Terra is introduced to the masked coven and must earn their trust through various trials of solving riddles and collecting items to identify them. After she succeeds, she is inducted into the coven and given the title Novice. Hazel introduces Terra to her sanctum, where she can brew potions and craft spells. Terra goes on to learn various spells, potions, and the history of Fairhaven and the coven. As Terra begins her journey as a witch, her grandmother's health actually begins to decline. There is no spell or potion that can reverse the test of time, and eventually, Hazel Wylde passes away. Everyone in Fairhaven grieves the loss of Hazel, as she was a pillar in the community. Working through her grief, Terra does her best to learn more about being a witch, and to learn more about Hazel's life and the connections that she had. Terra is given more challenging tasks by the coven, such as gathering items that will allow them to change the season, change the weather, possess her familiar, and so much more. Although grieving herself, Terra does her best to become a pillar and help the community as much as she can. True moments of vulnerability with Terra is when she's with her best friend Violet, her romantic partner, and at Hazel's gravesite. Sometimes Terra expresses her anxieties to those that she trusts, if she's doing enough, helping folks enough, and is often compared to her ancestors when it comes to her abilities as a witch. Terra's journey in Wylde Flowers is a journey of life, love, loss, and acceptance. But the biggest driving force behind this story is believing in oneself and recognizing the answers you seek are more than likely already inside you. When I compare Wylde Flowers to one of my favorite Studio Ghibli films, Kiki's Delivery Service, it goes well beyond the fact that the two main protagonists are witches in training. Both Kiki and Terra had to learn on their journeys to believe in themselves. Kiki began her journey with just her black cat Gigi, and her excitement for what lay ahead. But Kiki is a bit naive because she is unaware of the challenges that the real world would present to her. Kiki heavily relied on her community of chosen family, her creativity, and her talent of flying. But when Kiki lost her ability to fly, she lost all hope. Taking a break and finding her own inspiration for why she enjoys being a witch and why she loves helping people was a soul journey that she had to go on herself. Both Terra and Kiki's journey are reflective of one another. Both go on a journey of self-discovery, embrace the love that they get from their communities, both go through a loss, and ultimately accept who they are and their places in the world. Now, Kiki is 13 compared to Terra's 28, but the journey of discovering who you are and new versions of yourself doesn't have an age limit. And those lessons are something that actually have stuck with me in my real life. I have spoken to my community at length about my struggles with grief, my constant struggles with grief, and how sometimes along my journey as a content creator, I feel very lost. But games like Wylde Flowers and movies like Kiki's Delivery Service, and also the book, if you can get your hands on a translated version, are constant reminders for me that life is the journey and to enjoy the journey. Because once you get to one destination, that's the start of something new. And that is why I absolutely love this game, and I absolutely love Kiki's Delivery Service. And I just find a lot of parallels between the two. I think everyone should play Wylde Flowers and obviously watch Kiki's Delivery Service, or read the book if you can get your hands on a translated version. If you ever play Wylde Flowers or get to watch Kiki's Delivery Service, let me know what you think of them in the comments. If you would like to check out more deep dives, I would check out my video on a romantic representation in anime on my main channel. I will see you next time. Bye.